What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm back with another video, and tonight we're gonna be talking about The Chi Season 1, Episode 4 recap. Very good episode, man. Very good episode. I like this episode better than Episode 3, in my opinion. But let's get into it. Let's get into the recap. Now, this episode starts off where we left off last week. We see your boy Ronnie and Brendan meet up, but now in this episode, it shows us that Ronnie's been shot. We hear a gunshot and he's been shot. They don't show us who shot him, and they don't show us what happened. And they use this throughout the entire episode. They give us small snippets on what happened throughout the whole episode, so they keep us eager to know what really happened the whole episode. I think it was a good job because it kept us on our feet. Like, damn, what happened to him? What happened? Who did it? Common, he sees him. I don't know Common's name in the show, but he sees Ronnie. He tries to help him. Ronnie don't want the help. He don't want the help because he don't want the police to be involved. He don't want to go to the hospital. All we know is Ronnie was rushed by Brendan. Brendan rushed him, beat his ass, as far as we know, and it kept cutting off throughout the whole episode. It never showed us what really happened, but we know he took a lot of punishment and he got shot. Now Ronnie decides to walk back home to his grandmother's, and he goes back and collapses. He collapses on the ground, and that's all we really know at the beginning. We see him fall out, bleeding to death. I mean, he got a gunshot wound. How this man survives, I guess we gotta wait and find out. But your boy Brandon, he cleans up. He cleans up Kevin, washes Kevin's shirt and shit off, and changes his shirt. They're scared. Kevin's scared, and he's pulled over. It was just crazy. He gets pulled over. Shit was just crazy. I mean, out of all the people that night, he get pulled over, but it made for good TV. He gets pulled over. He calls Sarah, and they set up a reservation for this cop. This cop been trying to eat at the restaurant. He could never get through. So Brandon calls Sarah. She helps him out, and Brandon, he gets out of this one for now. But something happened, and they're dragging it on once again. But Brandon is very nervous because something big happened. Now, the next morning, Ronnie's grandmother, she finds Ronnie on the ground, bleeding to death. How this man survived, I don't know. He must be a crackhead or something, because this dude is a survivor. He was bleeding throughout the whole night. How the hell did he survive all this from a gunshot? I mean, it was so close to his liver. I'm not understanding how he survived, but he did. She's panicking, and she calls Jada. She don't want to call the police. She don't want to get the ambulance involved, but she calls Jada. Now we get to Jerica. She wakes up and she sees the gun and blood in the bed on some sheets or whatever Brandon had. She sees it and she kicks him out. She's pissed off. She said, I don't know what you did. I'm pissed off at you. This hood shit is enough. She slaps him, and they're gonna have some trouble this episode. It's not looking good for your boy Brandon. Brandon, he has to go back to his mother's. He goes back to his mother's, and he has to hide this gun, because now we know he has a gun. And apparently we never seen Bart buy a gun at all, because remember in last episode he got his ass beat. So where he got this gun, we do not know. But Brandon is very alert, and something bad has happened, but they don't show us what happens, to the very end. We finally get to see Reg and Jake in the same scene. Reg is his brother, which a lot of us probably already knew, because Jake pretty much gave us the clues that Reg hangs out with Trice, which makes sense. That is Reg. Apparently your boy Jake, he took this gun. He took your boy Reg's gun and gave it to Kevin. And if you remember in the last episode, Jake told Kevin, you need to handle this because your boy Brandon ain't gonna handle it. So Reg is pissed off. He said, you need to go get my gun and find it before you get hurt. So Jake, he has to find his brother's gun, and he has to find it fast, because he's gonna hurt him. You see him, he's pissed off, and he got your boy Jake scared. Now we get to Detective Cruz, Detective Wallace, and Detective Wallace is on it. He said, look, I know that Ronnie was your informant, and I'm pretty sure you told him about Coogie. And I'm going to figure this out, so you can tell me now or you can go down for it later. And Detective Cruz is very nervous because he like, shit, he's getting close. I need to clean this shit up before he finds out. And Detective Wallace is getting close. He's getting close. Now, Jada has arrived. She don't want to get involved in this shit, but she does. Ethel tells her, look, all we got is our boys. And that hit Jada. It hit her hard because she thought about her son. She said, all we got is our boys. We need to save them. So your girl, she go back to work and take supplies. Now she's liable. She's getting herself into trouble trying to save another man. So Jada, she's trying to help out, and I understand she is. Hopefully she don't get dragged into this, because as of right now, it's looking bad for her. And I hope she don't get involved and get in trouble at her job for trying to help Ronnie's broke, beat up ass. But I hope Jada gets out of this squeaky clean. She don't deserve to be in no type of trouble. Now, we get to your boy, Quentin. Now, Quentin, he has this dog. He done went to his brother's, Sonny's, and got some chicken bones, his tool bag. He done went back, cut this fence up, took the dog, fed him, and this is the same dog who he used to feed. Now, he's just walking around like it's no problem, and now he is seen by your boy Trice, and Trice is upset, like, really? He stole my bitch. He stole my dog or whatever, and he's very upset. And we see Detective Wallace in the car, a dirty cop, just like we thought, and I said in my what to expect video. He's dirty. He's working with Trice, and he's trying to find his cell phone. The cell phone is found, and I will talk about that later on, but the cell phone is found. But your boy Detective Wallace is dirty, and in this next episode we're going to see just how dirty he really is. But he cannot be trusted, and Detective Cruz need to be careful and watch his back from Detective Wallace. Now we get back to your boy Brandon. He tells Kevin, look, and Jake, look, I'm going to go talk to Reg, because Reg wanted to know where his gun was. So they all met up. Jake, Brandon, and Kevin met up, and Kevin said, look, I'm going to handle it. Let me go talk to your brother. So he goes back. He talks to Reg. Reg tells him, look, I don't want your money. Do you got good credit? He said, yeah, I think so. Is your credit over 720? Yeah, I think so. So Reg's going to use Brandon in another way. He's going to use him and use his credit. And now Brandon he's just in a lot of shit. You know, I was hoping that he can get out of it, but this episode, it drags him through some shit. He's going through it this episode, man. I feel bad for him. I feel very bad for Brandon. We get to your girl Jerica, and she made a big mistake. Now, Brandon and Jerica are completely different. Jerica didn't grow up like Brandon. So, in her head, what she tells her friends is nothing. She tells them she found the gun in, and she found the gun in blood on Brandon. Why would she tell these girls this? Why would she tell them this information? It pissed me off. But I had to remember that they're not the same type of people at all. But it's a mistake. You don't do that at all. You don't go and tell nothing. But she did. She went and told her girls, and hopefully this shit don't blow up in her face. I don't know if Jerica and Brandon are going to last. Right now, it do not look good at all. Hopefully it can get fixed and worked out somehow. But right now, it's looking kind of sad for Brandon and Jerica. And then we get to your boy Jake. He goes back to the party with his brother Reg. Reg embarrasses him in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Has a girl kicking right in his balls. And he told him, like, well, you like to play with guns. You are part of the set now. So your boy Jake is a part of his brother's gang officially. He's going to be getting into a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And Kevin needs to stay away from him. But they're buddies. They're buddies. And it's going to get bad for Jake. Now, I talked about this, and we already know. We've seen this scene. Most of you haven't seen it, but Ethel ain't having it. Detective Cruz trying to bust in there. He's trying to clean up his mess. Ethel pulled out the shotty and told him, look, I'll blow your ass away. Get out my house. He ain't here. Detective Cruz is looking for Ronnie. Ethel ain't having it. So Detective Cruz has to leave, because if he don't, he gonna get shot. Your boy Ronnie done left. He walking around like a damn zombie. somehow survives this shit. He's fixed by Jada, walks around, and he gets a hold of the cell phone that he's been looking for. So he gets his cell phone, and now he can go through it and get a little bit more information about his son. But Ronnie looks like he's on the recovery to come back. Hopefully he learned his lesson and don't do nothing stupid. We get to your boy Brandon. He don't got nowhere to go. He left his mom's, kicked out by Jerica. He goes and kick it with his cousin, and he starts to, reminisce. And now we see what really happened the night before, and that is this. That's your boy Brandon. Yeah, he did get into a fight with the Ronnie. He beat his ass. But Ronnie got shot by your boy Kevin. Yes, Kevin is the one that pulled the trigger. And as you watch this episode, you start to realize that it couldn't have been Ronnie. I mean, it couldn't have been Brandon. It was Kevin that did this. Kevin pulled the trigger. Because remember, Brandon didn't even have a gun. So it made sense. Your boy Kevin, he wouldn't handle this himself. Because Jake told him in the last episode, you can't keep waiting around for these people. You got to handle it. Kevin took that shit to the heart. He had the strap. Your boy Ronnie tried to grab him. After just getting his ass beat, he tried to grab Kevin. Kevin turned around and smoked him. And that's what we get when you see your boy Ronnie on the pavement struggling. And it's going to be a crazy next episode. I mean, he recovered. He didn't die. I figured he may not have died, but for Kevin to do it, that's a surprise for a lot of people. He did it, but he took those words from Jake to the heart, and he felt like he needed to handle it because Brandon wasn't going to do it, and Brandon was just going to beat his ass. That was it. He wasn't going to kill him. He was not going to kill him at all. But in this next episode, they will once again meet up again. But you guys let me know, what did you think of this episode? Episode 4. I like the episode. I like this episode better than the last episode. It finally started to show us more of what really is going on. And I like this episode. Yeah, they did drag out the whole shooting of Ronnie to the end once again. But at least we found out what happened. And I like that. But you guys let me know, what did you think of the episode? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the next episode. And make sure you be watching, because I will do some more videos on some of the storylines this week. But keep supporting your boy, and I will bring you more of the Shy content in the future. But it was your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah. Super Bowl goals. I'm at the crib of Puff. He got Kaepernick on the phone. He in a whole different mode. Angel Head 2 a.m. for being Hove, just to show him how I treat the city like my humble abode. Hey, tell me if TD Bank is a